Hello everybody and welcome to the Smite gameplay commentary. Today we're watching Biig Boiis facing off against Team Illusion from the European Smite Pro League Play-In Cup Week 1 out of the round of 16. This game unfortunately is a little bit in progress. We're starting at about the 10-minute 46-second mark. The first 12 minutes of the game unfortunately not available on the replay. However, things are about as even as you could hope for them to be at the 10 minutes and 45-second mark. 3 kills per team. Gold is, there's an actual 70 gold difference, so things are almost dead even. So hopefully we'll be seeing a good game for the rest of it as I head over here and press the play button and we get things underway. Looking down at these team rosters for Biig Boiis, on the blue team we have Guan Yu being played by DeWaffles, Artemis being played by Z's. Some of these names are not pronounceable. You can't pronounce a D and a Z together to start. Looking at the rest of the team, Moffley on Mercury in the jungle, solo lane Artemis. Aphrodite being played by Town, and Wooler being played in the mid lane playing Ra. Over in the left lane, however, engagement breaking out. Tusky is out, locking down Athena. She is caught in the Transgressor's Fates. The ultimate comes out of Guan Yu, not quite needed as Artemis does pick up the kill. That will be the first blood that we see, but it'll be the 4th kill for Biig Boiis. They back off onto that minion wave. Let's just check and make sure there is no more further aggression coming out in that right lane. Now, that solo lane, sometimes they're tricky. It's usually just a bit of a stalemate for the first 45 minutes or so of every game. Occasionally, they try and psych you out, and actually something happens over there. So as Biig Boiis moves to take this Gold Fury, Athena with her Hand of the Gods 3, not in range. As Biig Boiis does pick up the Gold Fury, Defender of Olympus did go out. Was that Defender of Olympus? I would swear I saw no, that was Thor going up in the air with Anvil of Dawn. As I'm getting distracted by trying to figure out who ultimated, over in that solo lane, there goes people distracting the crap out of me, and I still haven't covered the Team Illusion roster either. So as we watch this engagement go out, it's like Aphrodite taking a little bit of extra poke there from the minion wave, getting caught by the Waxing Moon, and trying to run for her life. She will get chased down under the tower. The next Crescent Moon dance will secure the kill, as now I'm not entirely sure of these skills. This cast is just off to an absolutely wonderful start. My thing going forward is, Crescent Moon Dance and Waxing Moon. Those were right. Alright. We're learning these abilities slowly but surely. Ra has rotated over to cover the solo lane. Mercury covering the middle lane. Guan Yu goes to back to base. Let's actually take a look over at these rosters. As a fight breaks out once again in the solo lane, Ra going a bit aggressive. Searing Pain will land. However, the Moonlit Waltz will save Chunga's life. Chunga getting out of there safely, as I will, after this Harpy camp gets taken nice and safely by Team Illusion, as they rotate over to the left Harpy camp. I really want to cover this Team Illusion roster, and if these teams could just back off for a little bit and give me a moment, that would be absolutely lovely. But alas, they cannot hear me, as this was recorded a couple days ago. Alright, Artemis getting caught and locked down by Thor. Caledonian Boar is out and used. Rom up in the air will rain down arrows onto her. It doesn't matter, however, as she is picked up by Thor. Mercury getting picked up before he can get out. Those Alquan Tornadoes doing work, picking up Guan Yu and Mercury. So 4 for 2 in favor of Team Illusion. It's Ra defending this middle tower with his life. He didn't die, so defending that middle tower successfully. Let's finally take a look at this Team Illusion roster. In the mid lane, Kazpu playing out Kwang. Solo lane, Zadix, D playing Chunga. Resu on Thor in the jungle. Ram being played by Kurkaz as the hunter. And Jortza playing Athena as the support. Over in the left lane, Team Illusion does take that left lane tower. I do apologize to any and all players for completely and utterly butchering your names. If you didn't put so many damn consonants together, I would not have this problem. So it's your fault. Just, shift the blame off of me. It's totally not the horrible casting and totally not the things I should have figured out beforehand. There's a lot of players with these weird names that just are impossible to pronounce. Hard to get in touch with all of them. Rom just dashing out of there nice and quickly, getting himself away. He will be backing off the shop and buy at this point, however. Nope, actually not recalling. Way to prove me wrong, Rom. Maybe these guys can in fact hear me. Thor looking to get away here. Looks like he will attempt to teleport, but elected not to. Some tricky mind games going on, perhaps. He was on a ward, so they knew he stuck around. A sonic boom coming in off of Mercury, finding out Kwang. He is able to get away under the tower safely. In the back, Rom getting caught as well, going up into the air. Looking for the kill onto Mercury. The last arrow will not land, but a single auto attack will finish him off. And will Dawn coming down, looking for the Mercury pick up and kill. Not landing, however, as he was already dead. Still continuing to fight. Spirit Tempest coming out, not quite hitting anybody. Ra looking to push up this mid lane wave of minions with almost the entire Team Illusion team is there to clear it out. Ra rotating around, looking for those right mid harpies, not quite up at the moment. Some buff cams get picked up as Team Illusion is rotating around to contest those mid harpies. It looks like Ra did pick them up, however, with the Celestial Beam. Go ahead and move the mouse off the center of the screen. Should never be there. This will be a 3v3 contest over these left harpies, which will be respawning in 5 seconds now. Team Illusion backing off a little bit. Looks like they're not going to contest this. Shield wall coming out early. Not sure if that was intentional or just kind of say, yeah, they're yours. I'm not going to bother. Just taking a look at the map. Just a little look at the map. I think I commented on this as 2 wards for Biig Boiis do just drop now. I believe the previous Big Boy game I had casted, they really do place a ton of wards. I know in high-level play, people tend to cover wards, to spend a lot on wards, and there's wards everywhere to begin with. Biig Boiis, in particular, tend to have wards everywhere. Not just, oh, we put one here, one here, one here. Biig Boiis, it's not uncommon to have most of the jungle plastered completely with wards, so they have vision of everybody just about all the time. But basically, if like they're not getting their own back harpies or if they haven't just recalled the base, Biig Boiis knows where you are. That really comes into play and gets to be advantageous just because you can keep a good eye on rotations and actually take a look at it as well. Team Illusion also has a pretty good number of wards out, but they're mostly deeper in the jungle on Biig Boiis' side of the map, so any deep rotations coming around, like from the back in the solo lane here where I'm mousing over right now, on their own side of the map are pretty much not going to be spotted out. As both teams posturing around in the jungle. Playing with the camera a little bit because I can. Need to stop doing that. Gold Fury has now respawned. Guan Yu going in with his ultimate. Defender of Olympus is out onto Rom. He will go forward. Caledonian Boar is in the area. Athena getting locked down quickly. Rom now in the middle of 5 members. Spirit Tempest coming across, though, picking up 2 kills for Ao Kwang. So it looks like Team Illusion has taken the advantage in this team fight, as I now remember to switch to team fight UI. Chang'e getting finished off for the Dia side by Team Illusion. That'll be a free Gold Fury for them. It'll be interesting to see what they go for after this. The left and middle waves are both pushed up a decent amount. Does not look like they will be healthy enough to go for a Fire Giant at this point in time. They may turn their attention, look for that mid lane tower, as well possibly as that middle the middle left tower. If nothing else, they will get a tower off this as well. Team Illusion now up 7 kills, finding themselves a 4,000 gold lead as those mid harpies do respawn. Athena rotating around as well to pick up those left harpy cams. So a very nice pickup on the back of that team fight at the Gold Fury for Team Illusion. Also realizing now I never actually looked up Guan Yu's abilities, and I honestly have never actually played the guy, so I have no idea what any of his stuff is called. cavalry charge. That will be his ultimate going far from now. Mercury does find and pick up a kill on Chang'e over in the right lane. Chang'e perhaps staying around a little too long on the back of that Gold Fury tower push. Not able to heal ourselves up and get away there. Biig Boiis on the back of that has answered with a tower in the right lane, and now they're turning their attention towards that inner tower. Athena is rotating around. They're fully aware. They do have vision everywhere on the map. I can find the right button. You can see the vision of Biig Boiis there in blue. I'm just gonna... They are aware of a couple members.
Your right tower is under attack.
Actually, that's kind of interesting, but looks like a little bug. You can see your own team with the wards. Anyway, moving on. Let's go over in the left lane. Biig Boiis was also looking for that left tower. Rom showing up in time as the Caledonian Boar comes out. Defender of Olympus is incoming. Landing, just narrowly missing landing onto Artemis. Artemis will fall. Guan Yu is on his horse, trying to do what he can as Ra has rotated around as well. Looking to put out some damage. Guan Yu caught out in the back, will fall. Biig Boiis so far going 0 for 2 in this fight, not able to pick up the tower either. Thor finding Mercury in the jungle. This could be very bad. Mercury, if he doesn't get out now, look, he may die. There is the death. Had a brief moment to get that Sonic Boom charged up and out, and Sonic Boom was available, so he could possibly have escaped, but he did not. Team Illusion now, 5-man cell, going for this, or looking for this left lane tower. We'll see if they actually get it. Searing Pain will be back up shortly as the Spirit Tempest sweeps across and picks up the kill onto Ra. Swapping out the tanking on this tower. A couple members are rather low. They don't want to get too low on health as members of Biig Boiis are returning to the lane. They will, however, pick up the tower before finally making their retreat. We'll see if they be cheeky and grab this attack speed buff at the same time. It looks like they will. Biig Boiis rotating around, ready to defend their middle lane, but it doesn't look like Team Illusion has any interest in that at this point in time. I'm just going to push this wave forward and back to buy. Of course, most of my predictions end up being wrong. I want to say a number of them are going to be sitting on a decent little chunk of gold. Athena, Ao Kuang, and Thor could probably upgrade an item a piece, but I guess they decided not quite worth going back to base for. Mid Harpies will go to Athena for free. As the word battle over the Fire Giant went out in favor of Team Illusion. Just taking a look at the XP gold graph. Kind of interesting, the gold and XP graphs actually extend back before I had a replay. Just not really important, just putting that out there. So, Team Illusion up by 5,500 gold, almost a 9,000 gold, or sorry, 9,000 experience lead. So Biig Boiis will need to start kicking it into gear to turn this back around. We'll see what they can do. The level experience advantage will begin to even out shortly. Ao Kuang and Chang'e have both reached level 20. So the experience on them will not be further increasing their ability power. So watch Rom farm up some minions. However, not much to see from that as he is rotating around through the jungle. It's like Team Illusion just beginning to kind of posture around the Fire Giant, clearing out some wards. Kind of is at that point in the game when the objectives, Gold Fury is about to come up shortly as well. Team Illusion trying to force team fights, trying to force objectives. Just trying to find opportunities to pick off members of Biig Boiis. It could be right here as Aphrodite is going to be caught out in a 1v3. They can find the taunt. There it is. Athena taking up the tower. Shield wall will be effective. The ultimate does come out of Aphrodite. As we'll switch back to a proper view, Aphrodite does get out safely, and they will heal up. However, the right lane tower does fall. Team Illusion turning that little push onto Aphrodite into an objective. They have started Fire Giant. Couldn't quite tell if he was activated or not. Just a couple hits to make it look like they're doing it, and the fight has begun. Guan Yu charging forward. Sonic Boom coming out, going to hit 3 members of Team Illusion. A couple members of Team Illusion getting very lows. Rom picks up 1 kill from the air. Team Illusion now cleaning up. Artemis trying to do what she can. Guan Yu still up. Will not find the kill on Rom, surviving with under 100 health. Now Mercury's still up. This could turn into something good, but this taunt coming out of Athena. Shield wall is down. Mercury finding a kill, finding a double kill before getting taken down by Thor from behind. Mercury pulling Team Illusion. Sorry. Mercury finding 2 more kills to help even out that fight that was going overwhelmingly in favor of Team Illusion. Those 2 kills will also prevent Team Illusion from doing the Fire Giant at this point in time. So definitely a wise decision by him to give up his life to save the objective for later. Next fight, however, there'll be more gold in the pocket of Team Illusion, and they will once again likely be looking for that Fire Giant shortly, probably electing to pick up the Gold Fury beforehand. Keep the objectives off the map, keep Biig Boiis down and out as long as possible. Team Illusion has increased their gold lead to about 7,000 gold. And the experience difference mattering even less, as now Rom has also reached level 20. Actually, trying to look at the situation with the wards. What number of Sentry wards rather, not vision wards. Number of Sentry wards coming out of Biig Boiis. They have not cleared out the area around the Fire Giant. There is a vision ward hiding around the corner. Playing games with those little columns that do block the vision of the wards from the other side. Team Illusion grouping up around the Fire Giant. They are in view with that ward. No funny business going to be coming out. Fire Giant has been reset. They're just waiting for Biig Boiis to respond, but Biig Boiis is not having any of this bait. Team Illusion, of course, not knowing they were sitting in full vision of a ward for that. Had they started the fight, Biig Boiis likely would have closed in to engage. Some pings coming out over near the Gold Fury. Neither team at this point really can break off for it, as whatever team does go for Gold Fury will likely just pick up Fire Giant. An AD carry could likely solo the Gold Fury at this point, however, will be spotted out by wards, and as soon as they're noticed as being gone, the fight would likely commence in a 5v4 situation, which would definitely not favor them, especially having their AD carry being across the map. Switch to first-person, third-person view for a little bit, as the overhead view not really showing anything too out of the ordinary. Switch around between some of these members, hopefully some of which are actually looking at something remotely interesting. Artemis does get caught by the tectonic rift. The beads were popped. So nice little pickup there by Thor. Athena going forward. The fight has started. 3-man taunt landing. Shield wall coming down. Double tick will land. Where is that? There comes the Spirit Tempest. Will find Guan Yu, knocking him back. Artemis getting dropped by Rom. Rom not able to get up into the air to live, however. Fight still going forward. Mercury looking for the kill onto Thor, however, does get dropped. The healing link from Aphrodite's kiss, not enough. Thor finding the kill onto Aphrodite, trying to do whatever damage he can before he falls as well. Athena forced out of the fight now. Ra and Guan Yu looking to clean up here. Chang'e and Ao Kuang, the only 2 left standing in the fight for Team Illusion. That fight did not go well in their favor, despite a good initiation and a nice Spirit Tempest attempt. However, Spirit Tempest only connected onto Guan Yu, and that was almost the only damage she took that entire fight. So things going out in a Team Illusion picking up 3 kills for 2. Biig Boiis managing to delay the Fire Giant pickup by Team Illusion yet again. Let's see if they can keep this up going forward and get themselves back into this. Gold lead is not that much at this point, about 6,500 gold. Athena is slowly taking those mid-harpies, trying to save her hand to the gods. Hand of the Gods 3, of course, needing to be up for these objective contestions. Don't know if that's a word. Gonna go with it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do. So let's see if I can find Mercury. I cannot find... There's Rom. We'll go with that. Be nice if these names at the bottom of the screen could stay in position rather than being sorted by, I believe it's gold by default. I'd like to be able to hit just the same number throughout the game and get a particular person, but not allowed to do that because they move around, which is unfortunate. If I go to this screen, I can sort it by whatever the hell I want. For example, if let's actually move around a little bit. Want to see who does the most player damage? Click at its source. Who did the most healing? Hey, look at that. I can sort it manually this way. Except by name. Can't sort it by name. Hi-Rez, you should get on that and fix that. As well as allow sorting on this first screen. So the only person on Team Illusion who has not yet reached level 20 is Jortza on Athena. Some of these names, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Team Illusion has once again positioned themselves around the Fire Giant. Biig Boiis does not currently have vision over there, however they have found Aphrodite. Searing Pain coming out, not finding anybody for that matter. Thought Ra was on the Team Illusion there for a moment. Lots of healing coming out though. Aphrodite and Artemis about full once again. Fire Giant has been started by Team Illusion. Tectonic Rift finds Aphrodite. The fight is now underway. Thor going up Anvil of Dawn. Where will he come down? Looking for the hit onto Mercury and Artemis. Not finding, however, Spear Tempest will find somebody. Switching to the team fight UI, Guan Yu. Mercury getting picked off as well. The fight is now all over the place. Aphrodite trying to do what she can over there by the mid-harpies. Not able to stay alive, however. Thor getting brought quite low by Ra, who does land the Searing Pain to pick up Thor. However, it's now a 1v4. Ra does find a second kill before being dropped, picking off... Who the hell was that? Ao Kwang. But however, the remaining 3 members of Team Illusion will now finally move on to take the Fire Giant. Artemis did survive that fight, however, she is not one really able to go in and steal this away. As Hand of the Gods 3 does come down, that lovely Wrath of the Gods, killing the Fire Giant from 25% health. As Artemis takes some delicious left lane minions as a consolation prize. So on the back of that fight, Team Illusion not actually finding much in the way of a gold lead. Still sitting at about 6,000. I suck at math. 8,000 gold. They Fire Giant and some kills should put them up a little bit, I believe. Yeah, no, it's just because I'm terrible at math. So, taking a quick look at the general situation in this game, Team Illusion is up by 15 kills at this point. The 8,000 gold that we just more or less covered a moment ago. Experience is now almost irrelevant, as levels are just about to even out. Aphrodite sitting at level 19, likely to be 20 shortly. Both supports sitting at level 16, so things just about even on the experience side of things. Gold Fury getting picked up by Team Illusion. Biig Boiis not even thinking about contesting that one from what it looked like. Ra content picking up those mid-harpies. Sonic Boom getting charged up. Not likely to see an engagement at the moment. As the mid lane tower for Team Illusion does fall. Biig Boiis do not want to get into a team fight with a Fire Gianted up Team Illusion. 2 of their main damage dealers, Rom and Chang'e, having Fire Giant. However, here we go. Sonic Boom does come out. Focus going down onto Rom, who does dodge away. He is, however, the focus of that fight. Mercury getting picked up. Guan Yu still trying to zone out a number of members. We take a look to the front of the fight. Athena zoning out 3 members of Biig Boiis. Searing Pain coming out. Not enough to pick up anything. As we switch to that team fight UI. It's Ao Kwang and Athena both low. Rom low as well. Artemis and Ra are still very healthy at the moment, as healing is coming out from Aphrodite and Ra. Team Illusion actually forced to retreat here off the back of that mid lane tower, so going 2 kills. So at the cost of 2 kills, Team Illusion is pushed off. However, actually, Biig Boiis is not letting up this chase. They are putting the pressure on what would be a 3v4. As members of Team Illusion are recalling back to heal up and will be returning shortly. Blue buff steal coming out of Biig Boiis. Once again, a little consolation prize on the back of that team fight. Taking a look at the items of both teams, Biig Boiis, for the most part, is down by at least a full item at this point. And no one on Team Illusion has yet to finish their build, so they will still be getting more powerful from a gold perspective for a little bit going forward. Not too much longer from now, however, things will even out on the gold front as Team Illusion begins finishing off their builds. Obviously, no new items will not be making them any more powerful than they already are. Biig Boiis, on the other hand, if they can keep holding on to these narrow defeats in these team fights for just probably another 10, maybe 15 minutes, as Team Illusion's items begin to cap out, Biig Boiis will be getting more and more powerful with these narrow victories. And those narrow victories will turn into basically like washes, and then eventually will turn into the favor of Biig Boiis as the items go in their favor as they catch up. All the items will even out, but the team fights will begin to go in their favor if they keep up fighting like they are now. Taunt does come out. Sonic Boom coming across does cast Chang'e, however, as we zoom back, Anvil of Dawn is up. Thor will find Ra. However, he will be caught out behind a number of members of Biig Boiis. He will escape around the side. So far, Biig Boiis are narrowly ahead on the back of that fight. Heals coming out, and now they are up by about 10% of their health overall. For the most part, ultimates are down. Aphrodite still does have hers. Ra has his as well as Rom and Ao Kuang for Team Illusion. Vengeful Assault and Major Luck coming out for a little bit of extra harass damage. Biig Boiis, at the moment, has Team Illusion on a bit of a back foot as they pull back, looking to heal up as much as they can. Chang'e using her abilities to heal as much as possible. And now, Searing Pain coming out does find this Ao Kuang in the back. Will do a lot of damage, however, not enough to kill him off. But it looks like on the back of this, Biig Boiis is going in, finding Chang'e, who will just get out of there safely for the moment. As the camera is at a weird angle. There we go, that's a little better. Fire Giant has been started over here by Aphrodite and Mercury, down to about 2/3 health. However, Anvil of Dawn is coming up. Ultimates are coming off cooldown. Ao Kuang finding a quick kill onto Artemis. This fight quickly turning around. Team Illusion picking up yet another very quickly won team fight. Could not complete a thought there. The ultimates coming off cooldown, Team Illusion immediately turning their attention onto that fight. Just as soon as those ultimates came up, they went in immediately. Between the crowd control from Anvil of Dawn, the damage coming out of Anvil of Dawn with the stun, Caledonian Boar wreaking havoc, Guan Yu going forth with the cavalry charge, as I have dubbed it, which I hope is actually the correct name. Team Illusion now looking for the Phoenix. 30 seconds left on respawn times, 20 seconds for Guan Yu and Artemis. It will not be enough, however, as Team Illusion on the back of that team fight will find the victory. 38 minutes, 32 seconds into the team fight. Biig Boiis doing what they can to stay in this game, actually keeping Team Illusion on their heels. However, the ultimates coming off cooldown on that last team fight was just all she wrote for Biig Boiis. Team Illusion just using those ultimates for the edge needed to just charge through and over Team Illusion. So, very well played game by Team Illusion, finding the victory over Biig Boiis. 38 minutes, 32 seconds. Math is hard. Kills counts are hard. 21 kills over Biig Boiis. Despite that kill lead and the gold lead of around 14,000 gold, we're going to go with, because once again, math is quite hard. Yeah, those double-digit numbers, hard to work with. So, taking a look over at the stats screen, I am just curious. Biig Boiis were definitely putting out the numbers, that is for sure. Damage numbers are pretty much even from side to side. So, Biig Boiis definitely keeping themselves in that game as long as they could. But like I said, that last team fight was just more than they could handle with all the ultimates. I want to say all the ultimates of Team Illusion being back up at the same time. Just going forward as soon as they came up, steamrolling over Biig Boiis one last time, then charging down the middle lane, taking the Phoenix, taking the Titan for the victory. Well played game by both teams. That's going to be it for this particular commentary. Thank you very much for watching. Comments and criticisms are welcome if you could be so kind as to leave some in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great day.